We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New York Giants. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Soldier Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry now for David Montgomery, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third level. Backer spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15.
30, where's the mic? I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing on second and long. Fields under pressure, and they got to him again. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long.
What's tight? Tight is right. 4 down, 4 down.
Third and long. It's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, They want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last year, up to make the play.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short. They elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mason. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. The quick slant caught. 7 yards, the pickup there. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. John Ross with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes it at the 7. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
6-0 our score after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. It's caught. It's Miller. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Santos on to try the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points. And this throw will be intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they? How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction. Santos now to add the PAT. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball. Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now
A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They convert on third with a gain of 22. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's Khalil Mack, the all-pro, in there to get him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
26 Mike. You got nothing to run. You got nothing.
Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen, did not let him get downfield.
Second and 7. Now Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ross. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up a screen for Breida. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And he lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Off the play fake. Ross. Flush to his right. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From midfield now on second down. Jones on the move to his left. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Off play action. Jones sliding out of the pocket. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Jones throwing middle, but it's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his right. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will tie us at 12 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Giants able to recover? Yes. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From just shy of midfield, Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Khalil Mack has has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones now, off the play fake. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down. 31's the mic. It's just me.
To throw is Fields. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. D. Ford has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Ross complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jones, off play action. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Off play action, Jones. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Yeah, I got you.
They'll look to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Quinn has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Hey, turn it up. Shoot. Tighten up.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he fires one, but incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fake here, direct snap to the up man, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Ready. Check back 21. Set the tone, defense.
play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Off play action. Fields. He'll buy some time right. Man open is Robinson. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw. Fields. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears! Allen Robinson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now the point after try for Santos. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. Second and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. They'll roll him out right. Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. He's got a man. Complete. The 40. The 30. 10. 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
31's the mic. Exit, exit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Single. 31's the mic. Hey, they scared.
Now it's Fields. Pass complete to Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Fields throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Cover it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. Robinson's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing again is Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now Jones. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Mike. 26 Mike. Man, I got
Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Now the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bears, they do get the victory here in the season finale, but it was altogether a disappointing season as they wind up at 6-10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.